Okay, so this is the breakdown of the game I created called Hiya Ninja Halo Go. And it's a game, a psychic trading card game for psychics. Or even if you're not psychic, you could play it as well. It's a great way to tap into your energies, spirit world and whatnot, I believe. So anyways, you have your opposite card decks, and I'm using just regular decks right now to show you guys a breakdown of it. Remember, I have the cards being made in the process, and they're actually, let me show you this. They'll be pretty cool. So on the card itself, what I will have is readings, predictions in the corner, the number on the card, and then your scroll technique. Each card actually has a scroll technique. And that goes to the side here, your shurikens, and they're used as counters. Your shurikens are counters, so if you did not want to lose your PHP points, which are predict hit points, I call them, you would use your shuriken to reverse that hit, and then you would have to actually take the specific card made and aim at the target back and forth to make sure the move does not, or the predict hit point does not move forward in the game. So it makes it really fun. Once again, the goal of the game is to reduce your opponent's predict hit points to 0. So at the beginning of the game, you would take your deck and cut it in half. The highest card goes first. So I've gotten 5. And then in your case, cut it in half. Sorry, I'm just teaching him. He got a 9, so he will be going first. So because I'm explaining it, I'm going to go first. So at the beginning, you would draw or predict. Actually, you'd be like, okay, I predict, because you have to actually try to predict your field card first. Your field card is the card that is on the field no matter what. And when you draw the same card, the scroll technique is in effect every time you draw it. So I'm going to predict a 7, for instance. I got a 3. So that is my field card. You go ahead.
Okay, my prediction is a 5.
Oh, he actually got a 5. So that's his field card, right? Okay, so that being said, the game would begin. So we'll let you go first. Actually, to predict one.
And I'm gonna predict a 8 this time. Okay. And I got a 4.
Okay, so he got a 4. So if you're actually 2 numbers off of the number that you got, it's still a half hit. Each predict you get is worth 100 PHP points, potentially. Now, there will be certain scroll techniques that allow you to take off 500, for instance. Get this card right, and your player loses an additional 500 PHP points. And if you didn't want to lose it, that's when you would say, I activate my scroll technique, either, or I will shuriken battle. And that's where you would try to fight it out. It's actually pretty fun once you get into it. This card would go to the Spirit Realm, each card. The Spirit Realm is just over your deck. So, what I can predict? I predict I'll just say, King. I got a Jack. So it's 2 off, so he would lose 50 PHP points. And if this had anything written on it, I would be able to apply it. But however, you could still use your scroll techniques that are in the Spirit Realm, that are above your deck.
Okay. And for me now, I predict I'm looking for a 9. And I got 3.
All right, so that would be a miss. So you're when you run out of counters, remember you only get 2 counters. When you run out of counters, every time you have a miss, it's worth a half counter. So you add them up. That's where you'd have to like draw on a paper or just, have somebody calculating whether you have a referee in the match or not, saying you have this much counters left. There are cards in the game that revive you. So I will be putting the jokers in this game. The jokers are actually revival. So if you draw a joker, you can put it aside, and if you lose your life points, your predict hit points, then you're able to be revived by chance. So it's actually really cool, I believe, with the shuriken battles, with the predictions. You could actually do tarot card readings with these too. They'll have little fortunes on the cards, and you could play a game of chance, or you could play the game itself. It's a great way to battle out disputes as well. I find it very fun, and it's also going to be linked to the series. Now I'm going to make another video soon actually showing how the game will be in the anime series, and I'll be imitating the voices. However, this right now is just a breakdown. I'll be making a cool board for this as well. It's going to be circular, to be honest, and they will have card platforms of where you place the card. And once again, this is a product of Rockwood Soul Travel Inc. It's copyright, all rights reserved, and I'm excited to actually see this go forward. Okay, thanks for watching.
My PHP points are low. It all depends on this last prediction.
And that's kind of how it'll go. Once again, remember that the shuriken battles are turn-based, and it's best 2 out of 3. God bless. Thanks for listening.